Our world today is increasingly driven by digital innovation. And let's face it, it's almost impossible to have a conversation about digital innovation without talking about artificial intelligence. AI brings with it the promise to revolutionize jobs and industries by enhancing human capabilities. However, it does also carry a level of unprecedented complexity. As we integrate AI deeper into our daily operations, new avenues for cyber threats emerge. Cybersecurity is the shield protecting our digital frontier and must evolve to combat increasingly sophisticated attacks. I'm Rianté Padayachee, and today I'm joined by Mohammed Sali, a cybersecurity senior manager at PwC, who's going to help me unpack this very important conversation and kick off our series on cybersecurity. Mohammed, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I hope you're looking forward to the conversation. I know I certainly am. So let's start contextually to understand, obviously set the scene for the series as well, and to understand how cyber and AI intersect. So we know that there's been a significant uptake in AI across a myriad of industries globally, but can you contextualize the concept of artificial intelligence for us?
Thanks for having me, first of all. So artificial intelligence are basically computer systems that can perceive the digital and physical world, process what it perceives, and in most cases take the type of action that requires human intelligence.
So humans are still very important, right? I know a lot of people get slightly intimidated by this concept. But now, to better understand this, or AI specifically, can you share some examples with me? And just take it a step further for me, unpack some of the trends that we are seeing on this new AI front.
Okay, let's take, for instance, ChatGPT, which most of us are familiar with. So ChatGPT is an AI chatbot that is capable of understanding and responding in a human language. It can also respond to follow-up requests and also reject inappropriate requests. So some organizations use ChatGPT to create AI chatbots to assist with providing customer support and handling customer queries. So say, for instance, you log on to a website, you see a pop-up in the corner stating, "Hello, how can I help you today?" So in most cases, that is an AI chatbot that you are interacting with. It's also used on social media platforms to identify hate speech and cyberbullying, thereby making our social media platforms more inclusive and secure as well. Some organizations also use ChatGPT to create virtual assistants. We can assist with scheduling appointments and managing people's calendars. Some of the other trends that we see within AI, some financial institutions are using AI to detect fraud. This is by flagging transactions that are out of the ordinary. There's also the telecommunication industry that use AI to identify and improve the network services that they provide to the customers.
Well, that certainly is vast. What I'm definitely getting out of that, though, is that there are many benefits to it. And I specifically like the feature of safety. It enhances safety not only on the fraud front, but as you mentioned, it flags hate speech, for example, on social media, which we definitely know is valuable in this day and age, right? So we're talking about this, or we've seen this incredible insurgence in the use of AI, but can you explain what the most essential components are that enable AI to be as effective as it is today? So, in a chatbot function, or to manage people's calendars, scan the web for harmful content, what are these components that make it possible, for it to work so effectively?
All right, so first of all, I believe the data is the most essential component. So the type of data that you choose, as well as how you input it and process it, will determine the response that you receive from the AI system. Okay. Another fundamental component is learning. So learning allows the AI system to adapt and improve based on the past experiences, as well as the data that it is familiar with.
So I'm getting the sense that your data is essentially golden here, right? So very interesting point you make about what you put in is basically what you're going to get out. So that could that influence the quality of the output?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. So it depends how the AI system was developed, as well as the data that was used to train the AI system. So if incorrect, incomplete, or biased information was used to train the AI system, then definitely the output that you receive from the AI system will be incorrect. So it will definitely important for each individual to evaluate the information that they consume from the AI system itself.
Very important point you make there. I think because also the concept of AI or the term is just such a buzzword these days, everybody could place heavy reliance and by extension perhaps credibility in AI tools. But as an expert in the space, tell me, how reliable are AI tools?
It depends. Like I said, it depends on the data. So there are various AI tools within the market itself. Yeah, so you need to be familiar which AI tool you are using and also the type of data that you are being processed within that AI system. So it all depends on the data and the system you choose. Yeah.
So we should have like a nice little warning sign, proceed with caution, right? When using these tools.
Definitely.
So with any digital tool, as I briefly mentioned earlier, I'm sure there are pros and cons to everything. In this case of artificial intelligence and where it now intersects with your security, I'm sure that cybersecurity risks are hot on the agenda of experts such as yourself, and that's probably what keeps you busy a lot of the time. Can you tell me what your view is on AI and cybercrime?
So yes, definitely AI risks are definitely on the rise. You get fake chatbots, fake news, and also fake personalities that are being created at the moment. So AI has the potential to conduct advanced Google security, Google searches around an organization, and it can be used to obtain confidential and information from an organization. It can also be used on social media to obtain intelligence about an individual or an organization. And this information can be used to deploy sophisticated attacks aimed at those individuals or organizations. Get phishing attacks, and so forth as well. It can also be used to create fake personalities, which can be used to perform illegal activities, such as purchasing of illegal weapons, there's drugs, and also illegal trading as well. So that's some of the cons. At a high level, some of the pros, it can be used to analyze large volumes of data. So say for instance, there is a cybersecurity incident. It can assist the security team with analyzing the large volumes of log data and also identifying the point of compromise as well as the seriousness of the attack itself. Can also be used to create automated scripts for penetration testing. Penetration testing is what cybersecurity experts use to conduct an assessment with the aim to identify and exploit vulnerabilities that are out there within the systems.
Okay, to test how strong it is, essentially.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, it seems like there could be some very serious ramifications if it's abused, or if hackers, for example, are successful with using this AI, very sophisticated AI technology to, access confidential information or some, for example, as you've mentioned. But surely with something that is so sophisticated and we know very widely used in the modern business world, it can also be used then to combat that, right? So can you just go a little further for me and explain how AI can then be used to prevent cybercrime?
So basically, it can be used to analyze the large volume of log data that I said within security incidents.
Yeah.
And then as well to create automated scripts for penetration testing as well as ethical hacking. Yeah, that's the main uses at the moment, and there is still development within the cybersecurity space.
Yeah, a lot of room to develop. Yeah, that does sound quite promising. And I think as technology is always evolving, right? You will always, and more people tend to use it and incorporate it into their business operations as well. There is this fundamental need, I would assume, to bolster these cybersecurity measures. So just, in that vein, can you chat to me a little bit about if there are any frameworks in place that organizations can then adopt to address the challenges that are unique to these up-and-coming AI systems?
Yeah, there are quite a few frameworks out there, such as OWASP. There's also ISO 42001 and the NIST AI framework. Can delve a little more deeper into the NIST AI framework. So it basically equips stakeholders that manage, design, deploy, and develop AI systems, just to manage the risk around the AI systems. So it is broken down into 4 functions, which is govern, map, measure, and manage. So govern, this is to establish a governance structure around the organization. Map, this is to identify the risks associated with the AI systems and also the individuals that are responsible for managing those AI systems. Measure, this is when you analyze and evaluate the risks that you identified. And to manage, this is the continuous management and maintenance of the risks over a period of time, and also mitigation of the risks that are identified.
Well, you know, it can seem like a daunting space for people who are not experts here. What would you say is, or what level of importance should be given to preparing for these types of potential cyber attacks, cyber breaches, but now with this elevation of AI tools? How important is it for organizations to be prepared? You've described some of these frameworks, but yeah, just speak to me about how prepared or should they be, and what kind of consequences could we have if proper measures are not put, or safeguards are not put in place?
Yeah, definitely. So definitely you need to make sure that you develop and design your AI systems correctly. Make sure you follow the correct process when you're deciding whether to commission and deploy an AI system, just to identify the risk over the different processes that you follow within the different frameworks. If you do not manage the risks proactively, then definitely you're going to be susceptible to malicious attacks, and that could result in financial harm to the organizations. There's quite a few different aspects that could affect your organization itself.
We definitely wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Well, AI is evidently reshaping how we live, work, and interact. And should you need to navigate this cutting-edge world where artificial intelligence meets cybersecurity, our experts are on hand to assist you. Thank you, Mohammed, for your valuable insights today. And to you, our online audience, please join us next time on Boardroom Forum Live, where our experts will delve deeper into third-party risk.